The oats can be used on their own, as I was mentioning. A pharmaceutical grade of oats, if you could find that, could be used neat. Or you can definitely find products, perhaps mask-based products or moisturizer or cleanser-based products that have oats in them. And that would be really beneficial for somebody who has a sensitive or sensitized skin. As well as being a cleanser, it has those moisturizing properties as well. So for somebody who perhaps doesn't like to use too many products on their skin, using a product based with oats can offer both of those solutions. We also need to consider barrier enhancers and barrier protectors as well. Restoring the barrier function of somebody's skin who's sensitive or sensitized is going to help prevent them from experiencing more inflammation, help prevent them from experiencing more irritation as well. And silicons are a great ingredient for this. If you ever come across products that have high levels of silicon in, very often they feel very, very velvety on the surface of the skin. Silicons create almost a protective mesh, an invisible protective mesh over the surface of the skin, and they repair the barrier function of the skin. So a moisturizing type of product with silicons is a great ingredient to look for. Plant lipids as well. We said that this type of skin very often lacks natural oils, it lacks natural lipids, so really replacing the lipids in the skin with product is important. It helps to improve the skin's natural barrier function, and it helps to reduce, you can see there, TEWL, transepidermal water loss. Transepidermal water loss, so prevents water from escaping from the epidermal layer. With a sensitive skin, because their barrier function is impaired, very often they experience dehydration alongside that. So we get somebody whose skin is sensitive, it's sensitized, but it's also dehydrated. So using plant lipids to prevent the water from escaping from the epidermal layer, silicons to help restore the barrier function is a good way to go. And of course, sunscreens are really, really important as well. We know that on a daily basis, we would ideally like our clients to be using sunscreens every single day. We know that our skin can be damaged by UV rays, which are in our environment every day. So it's not just when it's hot and sunny outside, but even on a dull, dark, rainy day outside, our skin is still being penetrated by UVA. So protection from sunscreen on a daily basis is essential. For somebody who has a sensitive or sensitized skin, you might look at using physical sunscreens. So when we look at sunscreens, we can get chemical-based sunscreens and we can get physical-based sunscreens. For some people with a sensitive skin, they'll like physical-based sunscreens. Physical sunscreens sit on the surface of your skin and they reflect away UV light. So thinking of physical-based sunscreens is a good way to go. Very often with technology advancing and ingredients improving, we can actually micronize sunscreen ingredients to very, very fine particles. So in the past, if we looked at physical sunscreens, they would sit on the surface of the skin with like a white color that everybody could see. But if you look for products that have advanced technology in them, you can find that those sunscreen filters have been micronized so finely that we no longer have to put up with that white color on the surface of the skin. So definitely something that you might want to look out for those clients. So some key ingredients that you can think about: look at the products that you've got within your businesses and ensure that they've got these ingredients in them so that you can get the best results with the clients that you're treating. In addition to this, really thinking about how as therapists can we achieve results. It's so important that when our clients come in, when they leave our skin treatment centres, they feel and they can see the results instantly on their skin. One of the most important things we can do is go through a comprehensive consultation system. It's so important that we find out all of the information from our clients. During the consultation card stage, we can establish, do they have a genetically sensitive skin? Do they have acquired sensitization on their skin? And this is instantly going to help you to understand how you can treat them and what results you can expect to get and how quickly you can expect to get your results as well. We need to determine the trigger factors. So we said things like aging, things like the environment, things like incorrect product use, perhaps a triggering irritation on the skin. So bearing in mind those things we spoke about, discussing with our clients what they might be doing at home that perhaps might be influencing what they're experiencing on their skin. Getting them to bring in the products they're using at home if they're not using your brand that you're recommending in your business. Are there ingredients in there that are making their skin condition worse? We must go through a thorough skin analysis, and we'd recommend analysing and going through consultation every single time your client comes in for a treatment. And that way we can really monitor the changes and monitor the effects your treatments and your home care products are having on that skin. Really looking at the skin in minute detail, what is happening in every single area, because with sensitivity and sensitization, for most people, they're going to experience it more in certain areas and less in others. So you might have clients who have severe sensitivity or sensitization on their cheeks, but actually not much across their neck area. And unless we really go through that detailed skin analysis, we're not going to be able to design the best home care or treatment routine for that client. It's so important that we educate our clients. We help them understand how their skin's functioning, why they perhaps are experiencing certain concerns on their skin. The better educated our clients are, the more they understand why we make our recommendations for treatment and for home care as well. Our professional treatments can give intensive results. For somebody who has a sensitive or sensitized skin, we might need to consider how we go about initial treatments. So for somebody who has a severely sensitive skin, their skin might not be able to tolerate an hour's treatment. So for a first-time client that has a very sensitive skin, you might need to think about cutting down the time of the treatment. You might need to think about cutting down the amount of products you use. So maybe if you've got dual action products, products that can be used as a cleanser and an eye makeup remover in one, that might be a good option for this type of client on a first-time treatment. We might also think about electrical equipment that we could use. Something like galvanic iontophoresis would be a great introduction to that client to help push some of those soothing and calming ingredients further into the skin. We know that with iontophoresis, the rollers are very cool as well, which also can have a very comforting effect on the surface of the skin. So with our professional treatments, it's so important that we get it right, we get it at the right level. And if we've been through these processes of consultation and skin analysis, there's absolutely no reason why we won't do that. To support our professional treatments, our clients have to take product home with them. There's no point us doing a 30-minute, 45-minute, an hour treatment on our client if we don't recommend product for them to take home, particularly if the products they're using at home already are making their skin condition worse. So thinking about the types of products you would like your client to use at home, thinking about the types of ingredients we've discussed that you can have a look at in your products will definitely help you to achieve results for your clients as well. For somebody who has a sensitive or sensitized skin, as a client, very often they can be quite nervous about coming for treatments. As therapists, we can even sometimes be a little bit nervous about treating these clients. But if we go down the right route, we go down the right path, and we take our time to get to know our clients, to understand what we can achieve, we can actually achieve fantastic results for somebody who has a sensitive and sensitized skin. And particularly because that type of skin condition is often very uncomfortable for the client, they will thank us so much for getting a good routine together for them. So there's lots and lots of things that we do. At the International Dermal Institute, we have a whole host of classes available for you. And if you just open up the little packs that we've given you, you'll see that there's actually an International Dermal Institute calendar. And this will give you information about all of the classes that we offer, the times and dates that they're available. In your pack, you also have a little welcome letter to thank you for coming and listening to our presentation today. And you also have a little form where you can join the International Dermal Institute. It's free to join the International Dermal Institute, and when we do, we'll keep you up to date with all of the class information that we have. There's a free post envelope in there, so please feel free to either fill your form in now and you can give that back to me, or you can post your form in to us, and you can register yourself with the International Dermal Institute and attend all of our classes. We have some fantastic information to share with you, and really our focus is to share information with any skin, body or holistic therapist so that we can get results with our clients' skin and really improve what our clients are achieving at home and what we're achieving within the treatment room as well.